Whisper, who's been turned away since Clover said that, is gonna turn back now. You can see her eyes are glossy a little bit. And she's gonna hold up her hand and go, wait, not yet. Clover, I'm not good with this, but I feel like my heart is in so many places. And a second ago, I was really angry, and then I was sad, and then we did mud, and then tattoos, and then I was sad again, and I keep coming back to food, because, of course, but it's more than that. Because you know when you're at a dinner table with people you care about, and right before the food comes out, and or right after the food comes out, and everything's warm and it smells amazing, and for a second it's like everything is perfect, and you look around and you're surrounded by people who make you laugh, people who are seeing you, and you feel good, you feel full, even though I'm never full, but it's like full of the heart, if that makes sense. And you feel like maybe you've found something you didn't really know you were hungry for. I swear this will make sense, but I didn't grow up with that feeling. I grew up with too many plates, and I could be gone for days and nobody really noticed. And I thought that was normal, and I thought that was home, and it never really matched things that I saw in my picture books. And eventually I decided I didn't need a home. Maybe some people just didn't get that, maybe it was just in picture books. And then I found you, and I found all of you, the fists. And suddenly I wasn't a failure. I was Whisper, and I was the one who killed an ogre, and the one who can turn into animals, and the one who cooks for her friends. And I found this ridiculous, messy, wonderful table to eat at, full of people who cared if I was there, even when I tried to run away. Who did mud angels with me and saved me sausage rolls and made room for me even when I didn't think I deserved it. You taught me what home feels like. Clover, you were the first person to make me believe that I wasn't broken, that being loud and strange and like me didn't make me feel less worthy of being a part of something. And you always invited me in. You always gave me a flower crown or flower bracelets and friendship bracelets, and you always let me belong. And now you're leaving, and it hurts, and it really hurts, but I think I get it. You have your own road to follow and your own family to protect, and that's what we've been doing this whole time, right? We show up for each other, we fight, and we help each other find where we're supposed to be, even if that place is somewhere else. And I'm scared, and I think that's why I was mad at first, because when you leave, it's like the table's gonna get smaller again, and like there's less room, or maybe even my place isn't really set in stone. And but at the same time, I think I'm learning, and home isn't just a place like I thought it was, or it's not even that table or a meal. I think my books got it wrong, and I think home is the people that you carry with you, and like the ones you remember when everything is quiet. I thought I was always going to be the outsider, but you showed me that I was wrong, and you showed me what it means to be seen, to have people who made room for me, who love me even when I can't figure out how to love myself or even what love really means. And you're always going to be a part of my home, I think, Clover, even if we're not sitting at the same table anymore. And maybe that's what families are. Maybe they're not meant to last forever the way we think that they will. Maybe they're the people who find you when you're lost, and feed you when you're starving, and love you until you can stand on your own, and then send you out into the world so you can become who you're supposed to be here. And she's gonna step forward and hug Clover, which she has never once initiated herself.
Clover's going to accept it, but Clover's gonna do what Clover always does with Whisper, and she's going to hop and she's going to throw her onto the ground in a floor bear hug. um, Whisper, you always have a seat at my table. There will always be an extra chair for you. Actually, it's not even an extra chair; it's permanent. It's the Whisper chair, and it's right next to me whenever you want to.
Well, I mean, if you ever make a feast that's too big, you know, or has a lot of extra meat or something,
Any meat
shoot
is
me a
extra
message.
meat. It's always gonna be for you.
I'll pop out of a tree or something now that I know I can do that.
You can. And Whisper, I don't want to bring up old scars, but I want you to know because the first time we talked about it, there were a lot of emotions, and then we kind of just shoved it under the rug, and we never really talked about it again. But during that fight, when you jumped, I would have followed you if I was right there. I was 60 feet behind you. There was no way I was gonna get there before you came back, but I tried. I will always follow you down a hole.
I understand that now. You've all helped me understand that.
And I hope that through this journey you figure out where you belong to. Even if it's right here with me. I mean, the sausage rolls are pretty good.
I know, I got some in my pocket.
And as that last vision of a mud angel is completed, you see Whisper begin to disappear into the flames. Whisper, is there anything you'd like to do in this last moment?
She just waves and says, "Thanks for having me in your story so far. Thanks for being my friend, Clover."